The more you tap into your inner power, the more freedom you gain in all aspects of your life. Who are you? Why are you here? What beliefs do you hold about life? For centuries, finding the answers to these questions has involved looking within. But what does that really mean? I believe that within each of us lies a power that can guide us to perfect health, fulfilling relationships, successful careers, and abundant prosperity. To achieve these things, we must first believe they are possible. Then, we must be willing to let go of the patterns in our lives that create the conditions we claim we do not want. We do this by going within and accessing the inner power that already knows what is best for us. If we are willing to surrender our lives to this greater power within us, the power that loves and sustains us, we can create more loving and prosperous lives. I believe our minds are always connected to the one infinite mind, making all knowledge and wisdom available to us at any moment. We are connected to this infinite mind, this universal power that created us, through the spark of light within us, our higher self, or inner power. The universal power loves all its creations. It is a force for good and guides everything in our lives. It does not know how to hate, lie, or punish. It is pure love, freedom, understanding, and compassion. It is crucial to entrust our lives to our higher self because it is through this that we receive our blessings. We must realize that we have the choice to use this power in any way we wish. If we choose to dwell on the past and replay all the negative situations that happened long ago, we remain stuck. If we decide not to be victims of the past and instead focus on creating new lives for ourselves, this inner power supports us, and new, happier experiences begin to emerge. I don't believe in two opposing powers. I believe there is one infinite spirit. It's easy to say, it's the devil, or blame others. But in truth, it is only us, and we either use our power wisely or misuse it. Do we harbor negativity in our hearts? Do we condemn others for being different? What choices are we making? Responsibility versus blame. I also believe that we contribute to the creation of every condition in our lives, good or bad, through our thoughts and feelings. The thoughts we think create our emotions, and we then live our lives in alignment with these emotions and beliefs. This is not to blame ourselves when things go wrong in our lives. There is a difference between taking responsibility and assigning blame to ourselves or others. When I speak of responsibility, I am really speaking of power. Blame involves relinquishing one's power. Responsibility empowers us to make changes in our lives. If we adopt a victim mentality, we are using our personal power to remain helpless. If we choose to accept responsibility, we don't waste time blaming someone or something else. Some people feel guilty for creating illness, poverty, or problems. They interpret responsibility as guilt. Some even refer to it as New Age guilt. These people feel guilty because they believe they have failed in some way. However, they usually accept everything as a guilt trip because it is another way to make themselves feel wrong. That is not what I am talking about. If we can use our problems and illnesses as opportunities to reflect on how we can change our lives, we have power. Many people who have gone through catastrophic illness say it was the best thing that ever happened to them because it gave them a chance to approach life differently. On the other hand, many people go around saying, "I'm a victim, woe is me. Please, doctor, fix me." I believe these individuals will have a harder time recovering or handling their problems. Responsibility is our ability to respond to a situation. We always have a choice. It does not mean we deny who we are or what we have in our lives. It simply means we can acknowledge that we have contributed to our current circumstances. By taking responsibility, we have the power to change. We can ask, "What can I do to make this different?" We must recognize that we always have personal power. How we use it is up to us. Many of us are now realizing that we come from dysfunctional homes. We carry a lot of negative feelings about who we are and our relationship with life. My childhood was filled with violence, including sexual abuse. I was starved for love and affection and had no self-esteem. Even after leaving home at 15, I continued to experience abuse in various forms. I hadn't yet understood that the thinking and feeling patterns I learned early in life had attracted this abuse to me. Children often absorb the mental atmosphere of the adults around them. So, I learned early about fear and abuse and continued to recreate those experiences as I grew up. I certainly didn't understand that I had the power to change all of this. I was incredibly hard on myself because I interpreted the lack of love and affection as a sign that I must be a bad person. All the events you have experienced in your life up to this moment have been shaped by your past thoughts and beliefs. Let's not look back on our lives with shame. View the past as part of the richness and fullness of your life. Without this richness and fullness, you would not be here today. There is no reason to berate yourself for not doing better. You did the best you knew how. Release the past with love and be grateful that it has brought you to this new awareness. The past only exists in our minds and in how we choose to perceive it. This is the moment we are living in. This is the moment we are feeling. This is the moment we are experiencing. What we are doing right now lays the foundation for tomorrow. So, this is the moment to make a decision. We can't change anything tomorrow, and we can't change it yesterday. We can only change it today. What matters is what we are choosing to think, believe, and say right now. When we begin to take conscious control of our thoughts and words, we gain tools that we can use. I know this sounds simple, but remember, the point of power is always in the present moment. It is important for you to understand that your mind is not in control. You are in control of your mind. The higher self is in control. You can stop thinking those old thoughts. When your old thinking tries to resurface and say, "It's so hard to change," take mental command. Tell your mind, "I now choose to believe it is becoming easy for me to make changes." You may have this conversation with your mind several times before it acknowledges that you are in charge and that you really mean what you say. Imagine that your thoughts are like drops of water. One thought or one drop of water may not seem like much. But as you repeat thoughts over and over, you first notice a stain on the carpet, then a small puddle, then a pond, and as these thoughts continue, they can become a lake, and finally an ocean. What kind of ocean are you creating? One that is polluted and toxic and unfit to swim in, or one that is crystal clear and blue and invites you to enjoy its refreshing waters? People often tell me, "I can't stop thinking a thought." I always reply, "Yes, you can." Remember, how often have you refused to think a positive thought? You just have to tell your mind that that is what you are going to do. You have to make up your mind to stop thinking negatively. I'm not saying that you have to fight your thoughts when you want to change things. When negative thoughts arise, simply say, "Thank you for sharing." This way, you are not denying what is there, and you are not giving your power over to the negative thought. Tell yourself that you are not going to buy into the negativity anymore. You want to create a new way of thinking. Again, you don't have to fight your thoughts. You are not denying what is there, and you are not giving your power over to the negative thought. Tell yourself that you are not going to buy into the negativity anymore. Tell yourself that you are not going to buy into the negativity anymore. You want to create a new way of thinking. Again, you don't have to fight your thoughts. Acknowledge them and move beyond them. Don't drown in a sea of your own negativity when you can float on the ocean of life. You are meant to be a wonderful, loving expression of life. Life is waiting for you to open up to it, to feel worthy of the good it holds for you. The wisdom and intelligence of the universe are yours to use. Life is here to support you. Trust the power within you to be there for you. If you feel scared, it helps to become aware of your breath as it flows in and out of your body. Your breath, the most precious substance of your life, is freely given to you. You have enough to last for as long as you live. You accept this precious substance without even thinking, yet you doubt that life can supply you with other necessities. Now is the time to learn about your own power and what you are capable of doing. Go within and discover who you are. We all have different opinions. You have the right to yours, and I have the right to mine. No matter what happens in the world, the only thing you can work on is what is right for you. You need to connect with your inner guidance because it is the wisdom that knows the answers for you. It's not easy to listen to yourself when friends and family are telling you what to do. Yet, all the answers to all the questions you will ever ask are within you now. Every time you say, "I don't know," you close the door to your inner wisdom. The messages you receive from your higher self are positive and supportive of you. If you start receiving negative messages, then you are operating from your ego and human mind level, and perhaps even your imagination, although positive messages often come to us through our imagination and dreams. Support yourself by making the right choices for you. When in doubt, ask yourself, am I coming from the loving space of my heart? Is this a decision that is good for me? There is an intelligence within us that can elevate our lives to new heights. Seek this intelligence within you and trust it to guide you. When you learn to trust your higher self to guide you, you won't make wrong decisions, because your spiritual decisions will always be for your highest good. If you make a decision and it doesn't turn out well, you'll know it's not for your highest good, and you'll learn from it. You'll make another decision that will make your life easier. I believe in your ability to make the changes you want to make. I believe in your inner power, which gives you the strength to make those changes. So, go within and tap into that power, and you will create something wonderful in your life today.